Have you ever stood up from your chair, taken a step, and felt your legs hesitate, just for a moment, before catching you? Maybe you laughed it off, thinking, "I'm just tired." But deep down, a small part of you wondered, is this what getting older feels like? That tiny wobble is more than just a random slip of balance. It's your body's quiet way of asking for attention. And here's the good news. You can answer that call in just a few minutes a day, right in your own home, without a single piece of gym equipment. So before you scroll away, stay with me until the end. Because by the time we're done, you'll know exactly how to rebuild the strength and stability in your legs safely, gently, and naturally, so every step you take feels sure and powerful again. As we cross our 50s, something subtle starts to happen inside the body. The muscles that once lifted us with ease begin to shrink. Our balance becomes a little less certain. Climbing the stairs feels heavier, and even short walks can make our knees and hips ache. Many people think this is simply aging, but in truth, much of it comes from muscle disuse. When we stop challenging our legs in small, smart ways, they quietly weaken year by year. I used to believe that my daily walks were enough. I'd walk a mile every evening and feel proud of it. But then, one morning, I realized how often I had to push off my thighs just to rise from a chair. That small realization made me dig deeper, and what I discovered surprised me. Almost 70% of adults over 50 experience a steady decline in lower body strength, not because they stop moving altogether, but because they rely on repetitive, low-intensity movements that don't actually rebuild muscle. Here's the real secret. You don't need to run, jump, or lift weights to get your legs strong again. You only need the right kind of tension, the kind that builds strength without harming your joints. That's where isometric exercises come in. Isometric exercises are gentle holds, movements where you engage your muscles without bending or bouncing your joints. You're not moving through pain, you're holding through strength. It's the same principle physical therapists use to help people recover balance and stability after injuries. And countless studies show that when done regularly, these simple holds can boost muscle strength by as much as 20% in just 6 weeks, even for adults in their 70s or 80s. Think of it this way. If traditional workouts are like sprinting, isometric training is like standing strong against the wind, steady, quiet, but powerful. Let's start waking up those muscles with one of the simplest, most effective movements for your thighs, hips, and knees. Stand with your back gently resting against a wall, your feet about 1.5 feet in front of you. Slowly slide your back downward as though you're about to sit on an invisible chair. Stop when your thighs feel firm and your knees are aligned right above your ankles. You should feel your legs working but never hurting. Now, take a slow, deep breath and hold that position for 20 seconds. Then push yourself back up the wall and rest for half a minute. When I first tried this, I couldn't last longer than 15 seconds without trembling. But that gentle shaking is your muscles waking up. Within a week, I noticed I could stand from my couch without pushing on my knees, and climbing stairs no longer felt like a chore. Over time, this wall hold strengthens your quadriceps and glutes, the two biggest muscle groups responsible for protecting your joints. It also helps improve blood flow and stability, which can ease stiffness in arthritic knees. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Even if you can hold for only 10 seconds today, your muscles are already growing stronger than they were yesterday. Now let's turn our focus to one of the most overlooked parts of the lower body, your calves. These small, sturdy muscles at the back of your legs are your body's natural shock absorbers. Every time you walk, climb, or balance, your calves stabilize your movement. But when they weaken, you may notice more wobbling, slower steps, and those frustrating nighttime cramps that wake you up out of nowhere. To gently strengthen them, stand facing a wall or the back of a sturdy chair for balance. Place your fingertips lightly for support, not weight. Then slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising up onto the balls of your feet. Hold that position as high as you comfortably can for 20 to 30 seconds. You'll feel the back of your legs tighten and your core engage slightly to keep you balanced. Then slowly lower your heels down again and rest for a few breaths. Repeat this 2 or 3 times. As the days go by, you might find your balance improving and those small movements becoming smoother. This simple hold also increases blood circulation in your legs, reducing swelling and helping oxygen reach your muscles more efficiently. It's a quiet movement, but it teaches your body to stay light and steady with every step you take. When I began practicing this daily, just while waiting for my morning coffee, I was surprised how quickly my walking posture changed. My steps felt lighter, and I no longer felt that sudden catch in my calves whenever I stood up after sitting for long hours. These first 2 holds may seem simple, but they are powerful. They activate deep, stabilizing muscles that most people forget to train. With every small hold, you're teaching your body to rediscover balance and control. So take a moment now. Sit down, breathe, and feel that quiet sense of accomplishment, because this is how transformation begins. Not through exhausting workouts or harsh routines, but through small, consistent moments of strength that you build day after day. And we're only getting started. In the next section, we'll explore gentle floor and standing holds that awaken the muscles around your hips and glutes, the real powerhouses behind walking tall and moving freely. Each one takes less than a minute, but together they can restore the freedom of movement that makes life after 50 feel active, confident, and pain-free again. By now, you've already begun waking up those sleepy leg muscles that quietly carry you through every day. Maybe you even feel a little warmth in your thighs or calves. That your body, way of saying thank you. These small, deliberate holds are already helping your legs remember what strength feels like. Now it's time to move deeper, to the real powerhouse of your lower body, your hips and glutes. These are the largest and strongest muscles in your body, and when they weaken, your entire movement chain begins to struggle. You might notice that you lean forward more when you walk, or that standing up from low chairs takes a small push from your hands. Those are gentle reminders that your hips have been doing less than they should. But the beauty is, you can rebuild their strength safely and gently, right here and now. Let us start with one of the most effective and joint-friendly positions used by physiotherapists around the world, the glute bridge hold. Lie down on your back on a mat or a firm surface. Bend your knees so your feet rest flat on the floor, hip-width apart, and place your arms by your sides for support. Now, slowly tighten your abdominal muscles and lift your hips upward, pushing gently through your heels. You don't need to arch your back. Simply lift until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Pause there. Feel your glutes. Those muscles just under your hips, engaging to support your body. Hold that position and breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Stay here for 20 seconds if you can, or even 10 if that's what feels comfortable. Then lower your hips back down softly, one vertebra at a time, and rest. Repeat this hold 2 or 3 times. Each time, you'll feel the muscles in your hips and thighs waking up, building quiet power. Over time, this simple hold can help reduce back pain, improve posture, and even make walking uphill easier. What's more, it increases circulation in your lower back, something that becomes incredibly important as we age. When I first introduced this exercise to a small group of seniors during a wellness workshop, many were hesitant. One woman told me she hadn't been able to lift her hips without pain in years. But after a few gentle attempts, staying within her comfort zone, she began to notice a surprising change. Not only did her hips start to feel stronger, but the constant tension in her lower back eased up as well. Within a couple of weeks, she could lie down and rise with much less effort. That's the beauty of isometric work. Small, safe holds that quietly rebuild the foundation your body needs to move freely again. Next, let us move on to a gentle side leg hold, another incredible way to build balance. and strength in the outer hips and thighs, which play a huge role in how stable you feel when walking or standing on one foot. Lie on your side with your legs straight, one stacked on top of the other. You can rest your head on your lower arm and place your top hand on the floor in front of you for balance. Slowly lift your top leg just about a foot off the ground. Don T. Swing it. Lift with control until you feel the muscles on the outer side of your hip working. Now hold that position. Count slowly to 20, keeping your breathing steady. Feel the tension gently build in your hip and thigh. Then lower the leg slowly and rest for a few seconds before repeating. Do this 2 or 3 times on each side. You might feel a mild burn. That's perfectly normal. It means those often forgotten stabilizer muscles are switching on. These muscles are essential for preventing falls and keeping your steps steady, especially on uneven ground or stairs. If lying down isn't comfortable, you can modify this by standing and holding on to the back of a chair. Simply lift one leg out to the side, keeping it straight, and hold it there for 10 to 15 seconds. You'll get the same benefit with extra balance training. Over time, this small, gentle movement does something remarkable. It restores your ability to stay centered and confident in your own body. Your walk becomes smoother, your posture taller, and your legs start working together in harmony again. It's amazing how our bodies respond when we give them just a little attention. Even after years of sitting, stiffness, or discomfort, your muscles are still waiting, ready to grow stronger and support you. All they need is consistency, patience, and a few minutes each day. So as you rest after these movements, take a moment to notice the difference already beginning. Maybe it is a small sense of ease in your hips or a feeling of lightness when you stand. That's progress. And in the next section, we'll move to the final part of this gentle program. The back of the leg and balance strengthening holds that tie everything together. These final steps will help you walk taller, move more confidently, and protect your joints for years to come. Because the truth is, growing older doesn't mean growing weaker, not when you know how to keep your body strong in the ways that matter most. By now, your legs have begun to wake up in ways you might not have felt in years. The gentle warmth in your thighs, hips, and calves, that's not fatigue. It's energy returning to muscles that have been patiently waiting for your attention. In this final part, we'll focus on the last 2 areas that complete your foundation of strength. Your hamstrings, which help you stand and move without strain, and your balance muscles, which protect you from falls and give you steady confidence with every step. Let's begin with a simple hamstring hold, often used in physiotherapy to strengthen the back of the thighs and support the knees. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands gently on the sides of the seat for support. Now press one heel firmly into the ground, not so hard that you feel pain, just enough to feel the muscles at the back of your thigh tighten. Hold that gentle pressure for about 20 seconds, breathing slowly and evenly. Then relax and switch to the other leg. It may look like nothing is happening, but deep inside, your hamstrings are activating, rebuilding strength that makes standing, walking, and even bending easier. If you want to make it a little more challenging, try sliding your heels slightly backward against the floor while pressing down. Just a tiny movement, but incredibly effective. This simple hold teaches your body to work smarter, not harder. You'll soon notice that standing up from your chair or taking long strides feels smoother and lighter. It's a reminder that strength doesn't always come from motion. Sometimes it comes from stillness done with purpose. Now, let's finish with something just as vital: your balance. Because no matter how strong your muscles are, if your balance feels unsteady, it can limit your confidence. Many people over 50 begin to avoid certain activities, climbing steps, walking outdoors, or carrying groceries, not because they can't do them, but because they don't trust their balance anymore. The good news is that balance can be retrained at any age. Here's a gentle exercise to help rebuild that inner stability. Stand behind a sturdy chair or near a wall for safety. Place one hand lightly on the support and lift one foot just an inch or two off the ground. It doesn't matter how high, the goal is to stand tall and steady on one leg. Keep your eyes focused straight ahead and breathe naturally. Hold this position for as long as you comfortably can, maybe 10 seconds at first, then gradually 20 or 30 as your confidence grows. Then switch sides. This simple practice teaches your body's internal balance sensors in your feet, ankles, and core to communicate better again. If you do this daily, you'll be amazed how quickly your steadiness returns. Before long, you may even find yourself standing without support at all. If you'd like to make it slightly more challenging, try closing your eyes for just a moment while holding the position. Only if you feel safe, and always with support nearby. This helps strengthen the body's natural coordination system, improving not only balance but also your reflexes. With these few simple isometric holds, you've now activated every major muscle group in your lower body, your thighs, hips, glutes, calves, and hamstrings, while also retraining your balance. That combination is powerful. It can help prevent falls, ease joint pain, and make everyday movements like climbing stairs, getting out of bed, or walking longer distances feel easier and more natural. But more than anything, these gentle movements rebuild confidence. And that's the real goal, to move through your day without fear or hesitation, to trust your body again. Because the truth is, strength isn't something that disappears with age. It simply goes quiet when we stop using it. And the moment you start giving your body the right kind of attention, it remembers. So take a moment now to thank yourself for showing up, for taking these few minutes to care for your future mobility, independence, and comfort. Whether you're 50, 60, or 80, your body is capable of adapting and improving at any stage of life. If you practice these holds a few times a week, you'll soon notice small victories. Standing up with ease, walking farther without discomfort, feeling more stable when you turn or reach. Each of those moments adds up, quietly, consistently, to a stronger, more confident you. And remember, it's never too late to start. Every day you choose to move, you are not just exercising your body, you are giving yourself the freedom to live fully. So breathe deeply, stand tall, and take that first steady step forward. Your legs are stronger than you think.